Outsmart the tax man. That's the topic of today's show. Let's dive in. Welcome to another episode of the Investment Properties for Sale Show. I am your host, James Wise. Today, I'm going to be presenting you guys with a duplex in Garfield Heights. Garfield Heights is a nice suburb of Cleveland, Ohio. So all of those investors interested in the Cleveland, Ohio market, this is a great property because what we're going to be able to do with this property, there's like a unique way we're going to try to make what you have to do to this property work to your advantage. If you guys have ever looked at my ultimate guide to grading Cleveland neighborhoods, I have it linked in the show notes below, so check that out. Recently, I made it even better. So you see what I did, I graded every neighborhood in the Cleveland market on an A to F scale. Okay, so F, that equals the highest risk, A equals the lowest risk. Just recently, what I did is I added the property tax rate of every single neighborhood on that guide. So that guide is now better than ever to help investors really get some education on the Cleveland market. One of the biggest negatives to this particular neighborhood, Garfield Heights, it's actually a pretty high quality neighborhood. We get great pricing, great rental demand. However, it is one of the highest, actually I believe it is the highest tax municipality in the Cleveland market. So the strategy we're going to be employing to purchase this duplex is going to help you avoid getting screwed by the tax man. We are going to help you outsmart the tax man, so to speak. But before I get into the details on this property, I want to go over a couple things quickly. The first thing I want to go over is house flippers. We recently on Holton Wise TV launched the house flipping show, and I am looking for house flippers to tell their story. We present you guys with our own flips, but we also want to hear about investors like you doing flips in your own neighborhood. So if anybody out there is flipping houses, has flipped a house, and you want to tell your story, go ahead and post that in the comments below. Number two, if you guys recall, a couple months ago, we launched a video on the Investment Property for Sale show. It was for a property we sold, 3220 West 92nd. In that video, I had asked all of you guys to guesstimate how much Holton Wise charges to replace furnaces in the Cleveland market. I mentioned this on a lot of our shows, so I want to see if you guys are paying attention. And we had a ton of investors. I see a lot of regular clients in there. A lot of people on this list have several properties in our portfolio. So I just want to quickly give a shout out to my guy, Jason Gondola, Brandon Mabry, Robert Cole, Duck Tran, and Quincy Adams, Daniel X408, Felipe Amador, Greg, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Greg, so we're just going to go Greg, Kamoba, and my guy, James C. Thank you guys all for watching the show regularly. I am so glad you guys are paying attention to the content and the education we're putting out there for you guys. Now, quickly, I want to go to a word from the sponsor of today's show, and then we are going to get into the details on this duplex and get into the details on how buying this particular duplex using the particular strategy we're going to buy is going to help you to outsmart the tax man.
High Return Real Estate is a true turnkey machine in Indianapolis, Indiana. This company was built for investors by investors. We buy, rehab, inspect, tenant, and sell stabilized turnkey real estate to investors with complete transparency on every step of the process. Every property we sell comes with a third-party inspection, both before and after the rehab, along with a 6-month warranty on all major system renovations and our exclusive in-house property management team that has one goal in mind: provide our clients with high return real estate. For more information, subscribe to our mailing list in the show notes below or visit us online at highreturnrealestate.com. Holton Wise has a worldwide audience of real estate investors. If you are a lender, home inspector, or anyone else with a real estate related business who would like to increase your sales and exposure with an ad in one of our videos, go to holtonwise.com today.
All right, welcome back. Without further ado, let's get into the property. 9823 Parkview Avenue, Garfield Heights, 44125. I have priced this duplex at $54,900, and that is going to be key to how we're going to assist you in outsmarting the tax man. Now, each unit is totally vacant, 2121. There is a serious amount of repairs that need to be done on this property. However, I don't really think this is going to fit into a BRRRR strategy. More or less, you're going to eventually end up paying market price. Like if we had a property just like this in a fully turnkey situation, we would be selling it to you for $100,000 roughly. What you're going to end up doing with this property, you're going to buy it for $54,900, and then we have quotes from Holton Wise Contracting to do all the renovations. And that is going to cost you $43,907. And I'm going to go through the itemized bids with you guys here soon. So doing the math, we got an acquisition cost, $54,900. All the repairs are going to come out to $43,907. And I'm going to go through a detailed line-by-line bid on everything with you guys here momentarily. So that's going to put you at a total acquisition cost on this asset of $98,807. So if all the work was already done for you, we would sell you this exact property for about $100,000. So what you guys are going to do is you could pick it up at $54,900, do your renovations, and you end up at $98,807. So, I guess you get $2,200 in equity, but that definitely doesn't qualify as a BRRRR. The reason that this strategy is going to make sense for you, though, because I know a lot of you guys are like, well, what the hell, man? Screw that. I just want to buy something that's already turnkey. Just simply put down my 25%, don't have to worry about it. Yes, that is a great strategy. Normally, I like that strategy. But there are a lot of other investors out there who have noticed that the tax rate in Garfield Heights is so damn high. And again, in the show notes below, I got a link to the Ultimate Guide to Grading Cleveland Neighborhoods, which now includes the tax rates of every neighborhood in the Cleveland market. Garfield Heights is up over 4%, I believe. So you take a $100,000 asset, you are being taxed over $4,000 a year on that asset. So if we have the ability to purchase it for half of that, okay? Because here's the thing with the taxes, guys. If you're looking at the taxes of a property, like right here on the side of the screen, you see the taxes that we have right now with the way the county has appraised this property. The property is being taxed $3,052 a year. So what that means is the county currently believes that this property is worth less than $100,000. So if we fix it all up right now and then sell it to you for $100,000, what's going to happen is the county is going to see that sale and immediately reappraise it for the purchase price, $100,000. If you want to try to challenge that, explain to me how you're going to win that challenge. You bought it in an arm's length transaction for $100,000. How are you going to then tell them, hey, it's not worth $100,000? Absolutely, you're going to lose that case. However, here, if you buy it for $54,900, that is roughly half. You may even be able to get those taxes lowered. They may even appraise it a little bit less because they are looking at the sale and they are seeing that you actually paid less than what it is currently appraised at. So that is one way when you're buying real estate that you have a shot at outsmarting the tax man, okay? These properties that require a lot of repairs, that's a bummer. It's kind of annoying, but for those of you who are really looking to increase your ROI, it could really help you squeeze out a little bit extra cash flow when the county is doing their appraisals. They're looking heavily on your purchase price and they are seeing lower purchase prices. Like everything in real estate, there are no guarantees. But in my opinion, I think that is a solid strategy. So as far as getting ourselves into all the renovations that we have to do to get to this $43,907, to get it totally turnkey. And really quick before we get into that, as you see from the facts right here, we're looking at huge rents, guys. $1,500 a month in rent. Each of these units, they're going to be beautiful. They're going to be spectacular. It's going to be a beautiful turnkey building. Rent for $1,500 a month. You can't really beat the numbers like that. So if you're all in for close to $100,000, getting lower taxes, and you're bringing in $1,500 a month, solid deal. But what do we got to do to get you there? The first thing we got to do is handle some exterior issues, okay? Garfield Heights is a POS city, point of sale. What that means is a city, anytime somebody sells a property in Garfield Heights, they come out, they do an inspection, they issue violations. You can see all the POS violations on the screen right here. Don't worry, we've given you a bid for all of that. You could now see that on the screen. So we have to do, a decent amount of stuff. We have to tuck point the chimneys, replace the west corner of the lower gutter. We got some lattice on the front porch that needs work. Just minor tic-tac things like that. That the city cites. They want to have these properties look good. The biggest thing, though, here is the roof on this property. The roof on this property is shredded. Not only do we have to replace the roof, we have to go, we have to rip it all off. It's not like you got like one layer of shingles and we're just putting another layer on. That would be a much cheaper job. What we have to do is we have to rip everything completely off of the roof there, and we actually have some decking that is already damaged. The whole job on the roof, guys, it's going to be $16,600, and to clear off the rest of the exterior violations, we're looking at $6,430. Now, to get the units rent ready, we need to do some more, so let's take a look inside. As you can see from the footage on the screen, this unit is a fucking train wreck, guys. If you want to learn about what it is really like to be a real estate investor, do yourself a favor and make sure you smash that subscribe button, because we do not hold anything back here on Holton Wise TV. We show you the good, we show you the bad, and we show you the ugly. As you can see, this unit is fucking ugly, man. This is like worst case scenario, what things can look like when you're a real estate investor. The tenant in this unit, they were evicted. As you can see, we got their crap all over the place. Right on the side of the screen here for you, I have the line-by-line estimate. We believe in complete transparency. So you can see we more or less need to do pretty much everything to this unit. We're getting all their shit out of there. We're getting COs. We're getting smokes. We're painting the entire unit. We're doing the floors. We're doing it all, man. We're fixing up the bathroom. We are doing the whole shebang on this unit. And the total cost for all of that is going to be $13,565. So that's what the cost is going to be to take a totally shredded unit and get it spick and span, looking beautiful, ready to rent for $750 a month. Going upstairs, it is more of the same. We have to handle this unit. I have the line-by-line pricing on the screen for you. We have to do a bunch of stuff to this unit. Same kind of stuff. We got to paint everything, make sure all the HVAC, all the safety items work, smoke, COs. We do get some savings because we do not actually need to do the floor of this unit. The floor is going to be a huge cost. But the cool thing with the flooring, guys, that is a cost that eats you one time, okay? When we have these properties, I always recommend when you do your renovations, you want to harden them, okay? What you don't want carpet, shit like that, because every time your unit gets screwed up, you got to replace it. So, arguably, I would say looking at the footage of both of these units, the down, that looked fucked up, but the up, this also looks pretty fucked up. However, in a worst case scenario, an eviction scenario, the price point on the up unit, that's only $7,312 because this unit was more hardened. Now, these are not going to be typical turnover costs. These are worst case scenarios, so don't think you're going to be facing $7,000 turnovers every single year or anything like that. That is not necessarily going to be the case. But I just wanted to highlight to you guys, when you harden your units, you want to go in, when you do your first unit turnover, go in and do it all right, do it the right way, harden that unit so when something catastrophic happens like what we've seen with this property, you can put it all back together for roughly half the price. So, everything you have seen, guys, That is going to bring us up to $43,907. So like I said, the total acquisition cost on this bad boy, $98,807. So more or less a little bit under $100,000. You're bringing in $1,500 a month in rent. Those numbers speak for themselves. And I like this strategy where you go in, you buy the property at the lower price, $54,900. You do all these renovations yourself because Garfield Heights, those taxes are going to kill you. They're already at $3,052. I would love for you guys to have the opportunity to possibly see those go down as opposed to going up. Again, with real estate, there's no guarantees, but I think this is the smartest strategy given the fact that the only real negative to investing in Garfield Heights is those high tax rates, which again, you can see the tax rates of Garfield Heights and any other neighborhood in the Cleveland market by clicking the show notes below, or you can go to holtonwise.com. You go to the Tools and Resources tab. I got a bunch of great stuff for you guys there. It is all free. I got property management software, which is free to start. So all you guys out there that are managing your own properties, you could check that out. If your portfolio is small enough, you don't have to pay for it. I know a lot of you guys out there watching our shows love the content we put out on the MLS Search and Analysis Show because we break down the income and expenses in a line-by-line fashion. And I even break out the mortgage payments. I utilize our mortgage payment calculator to do all that. So that is also available for you for free so you could run your own numbers. And of course, you'll see the ultimate guide to grading Cleveland neighborhoods. So that is key. One more thing I wanted to mention about this property, something that I really love about this property. Back in 2006, the owner at that time, not currently the owner right now today, but the owner at that time was notified that there was lead-based paint hazards, and he went through and he fixed up all that stuff. So another issue that could present itself in any property you buy that is built before 1978 is lead-based paint hazards. A great benefit to this property is you don't have to worry about encapsulation or abatement or anything of that nature because that was already taken care of over a decade ago. So that's all I've got for you guys on this property. If you want to make an offer on this property, shoot me an email, jameswise@holtonwise.com. Have your proof of funds ready. If you want to pay cash, great. If you want to refinance it after you do the renovation, great. I think it's going to appraise for roughly $100,000. So like I said, it's not exactly going to be like your traditional BRRRR, right? You're still going to end up, if you do the refinance, you're still going to end up probably with about 25% of your funds into the deal. I don't see any scenario where you end up with less than $25,000 into the deal. But remember, the goal here is to try to outsmart the tax man in a legal way. As always, I'm James Wise with Holton Wise, and this is Real Estate Investing Made Easy.
Cleveland, Ohio is widely considered to be one of the top rental markets in the entire United States. This is because here in Cleveland, our housing prices are low and our rental prices and demand are high. At Holton Wise, we provide the complete turnkey solution for all real estate investors, whether they are local, out of state, or even abroad. As real estate brokers, we will provide you with agent representation to help you buy properties ranging from single-family homes to large apartment complexes. We even have referrals for lenders who can provide investment property loans to investors located in all 50 states, allowing you to capitalize on the use of leverage or other people's money. We have referrals to top-notch title companies so you know that all of your transactions are safe and secure, with every single property being delivered to you with clear title. Once you close on the property, we have an investor-focused insurance brokerage who can handle all your property insurance needs. This insurance brokerage handles auto, home, life, and business policies, but they specialize in working with policies for landlords. We also have full-service property management. We can handle all rental property advertisements, tenant placement, rent collection, evictions, maintenance, landscaping, construction, and repairs. In addition, Holton Wise also offers digital media and education. One day, when you are ready to sell your investment, Holton Wise, as the #1 seller of investment properties in the greater Cleveland area, can market your property in a video just like this one to our worldwide base of investors who are looking to capitalize on the high cash flow opportunities in the Cleveland, Ohio market. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on our latest content, including video tours and analysis of investment properties that are available for sale, real estate investment education, and our most interesting encounters with tenants from hell. Holton Wise, real estate investing made easy.